Cracker's Witherstorm for 1.16.5 and 1.18.2 is by far the best Witherstorm mod available for Minecraft Java. This mod is heavily inspired by Minecraft Story Mode, adding a Witherstorm that you will be tasked to outrun, gear up against, and eventually take down. There are a few very important things I'd like to mention before we get into the thick of it. There are configs you can access and modify within the options menu. Modify settings to improve performance, change miscellaneous mechanics, and fine-tune the Witherstorm for everyone. This mod doesn't work well with Optifine, and shaders will straight up crash your game. Turn off block cluster coloring in the client config to make shaders work, but beware your performance will tank significantly. Lastly, do not use the fabulous setting with Cracker's Witherstorm. There will be issues with rendering the Witherstorm when far away. The rundown house is the one and only structure in this mod. This is ground zero of the Witherstorm. Find the house by either traveling to X0 and Z0 or by using its /locate command. The structure itself is just a bland tiny house with nothing special. The main attraction resides on the roof. Place the missing Wither skull onto the incomplete Wither to unleash the storm. As you GTFO, rethink your life choices because this Wither is going to destroy everything in its wake. The Witherstorm has 400 health points, 10 armor points, and deals 8 range damage, which also applies Wither 2 for 10 seconds, just like your stock standard Wither. This Wither has a 50-second charge-up time and it starts at evolution stage 0. There are 7 stages in total. The Witherstorm consumes blocks, items, and kills/consumes mobs. Once it has consumed a certain number of objects and enough time has passed, it will evolve. Each evolution will increase its armor points by 2, and it will consume larger amounts of terrain in one go. Here are a few other features/abilities the Witherstorm boasts. Pause to read them. After some time passes, the beast will hit evolution stage 4, and this is where things take a sharp turn for the worse. Not only does it look way more menacing, but it also has higher stats. The Witherstorm now has 1024 health points, 18 armor points, and deals 10 range damage, which still applies Wither, but also creates bigger explosions when hitting terrain. The storm can suck up mobs with its tractor beam. The head will eat the mob once it's in range. The Wither can also suck up players, shoot projectiles at the head that's sucking you in, or if you're close enough, hit it with a high damage weapon. Mobs including players will begin to show signs of Wither sickness. This effect pretty much lasts indefinitely. More on this status effect later. The storm can track the nearest player from anywhere, and it will constantly hunt them. The storm will become distracted from time to time, giving up the chase on the player. Mobs, TNT, and fireworks can distract it. Also, you can hide from the storm by blocking with a shield or by using an invisibility potion. There's not much you can do until the storm reaches the end of evolution phase 5. This is when the Witherstorm can spawn a Wither Symbiont. Wait a while near the storm until one spawns. The Wither Symbiont is a mutated Wither sickened zombie that has 60 health points, 0 armor points, and it deals 14 melee attack damage. The Witherstorm will ignore you while you fight this mini-boss. The Symbiont cannot be damaged anywhere except for the scar located on its back. This mini-boss has several abilities. Since there are so many, I'll just name them off while briefly explaining them. The Evoker Fang's ability copies the Evoker Fang spell. The Symbiont will continuously spawn arrows which will eventually be shot at a player. The Smash ability is when the mini-boss leaps into the air, smashing downwards, causing an explosion. The Symbiont will spin 5 shulker bullets around itself which will target the player. The Fireball ability is exactly the same as the shulker bullet ability. It will shoot them one at a time after a small duration. The Symbiont will shoot Wither skulls with an upright circular formation. The Symbiont can do a pull ability on a player which does exactly as it sounds. Finally, the Wither Symbiont can put a force field around itself. Sheesh, talk about an overloaded kit. Oh, and also, the mini-boss will summon an assortment of sickened mobs once it has performed a certain amount of spells. These mobs will have an assortment of armor, and they have more health than normal mobs, but are slower. These sickened mobs will drop Wither Flesh or Wither Bones, respectively. These drops are used to make an item called Golden Apple Stew. More on this stew later. After summoning them, the Wither Symbiont will enter a recharge state. Use this as a window to attack. Once at half health, this Symbiont will have a faster spellcasting interval, and the amount of mobs it spawns will increase and the quality of their armor is better. Once you finally defeat this nightmare, you will receive an enchanted command block book. This book is crucial for taking down the Wither Storm, so make sure to grab it. With your recently obtained command block book, slap it into a crafting table with a few other things to make Super TNT. Take that Super TNT and combine it with other specific items to craft a Formidibomb. The F-Bomb is the Wither Storm's kryptonite. It's the only thing that can defeat a Stage 5 storm. Treat the F-Bomb as a hot potato because this thing will begin a countdown to detonate in your inventory. Place it down near the Wither and ignite it with flint and steel for faster ignition. Get as far away as possible after the fuse is lit. After everything calms down, climb up to where the command block resides. Break the command block and it's all over. Psych! Think again, buckaroo. Evolution Stage 6 has commenced. The Wither Storm is split into 3 bodies. Each body will grow up to 3 heads, which will make for a total of 9. Each head will have a tractor beam, so you can imagine how devastating it gets. To permanently end this monster, you'll need a command block tool. Combine a command block book with any diamond tool to get its respective tool. Before you can do that, however, you'll need to obtain another book from a Wither's Symbiont. Once you've made a command block tool, all that there is left is to wait. After a long random period of time, a massive hole will form above the primary head. At this point, the Wither Storm has reached its final evolution stage, which is Stage 7. Entering this hole will bring you to the Bowels, which is home to the command block. Using an ender pearl with a crossbow is recommended as the easiest way to get yourself inside said hole. The command block is located in the center of the Wither Storm. Traverse the dark and infested tunnel to reach the core. The core is where the final fight takes place. The battle against the command block has 3 phases, but first let's cover its stats. The command block has 64 health points, 30 armor points, and deals 0 damage. This boss uses other entities to fight with. The command block can only take damage from a command block tool, and each tool will deal 16 damage to it. This includes the hoe. The block is unaware of your presence. Strike it and the battle begins. The tentacles surrounding the command block will awaken and throw you off. The platform will rise to gain distance away from you. This is phase 1. A wave of sickened mobs will be summoned. After defeating them, go in for another hit on the command block. It's important to note falling into the chasm below will throw you out of the bowels and send you tumbling to the ground. This will obviously interrupt your fight with the block. Once you've landed a second hit, phase 2 will begin. Another wave of sickened mobs will be summoned along with a Wither Symbiont. This Symbiont will not summon mobs, but it will have a faster attack pattern. Additionally, the other dormant tentacles will be active now. These tentacles have the ability to coil around you and strangle you. The main platform's height has increased once again. Striking the command block for a 3rd time will initiate phase 3. The same events will happen, except now the 2 Wither heads will be awakened. You must injure both heads before you can deal the final blow against the command block. The final wave of sickened mobs is more dangerous than before. Their armor quality has increased. Taking down the skeletons would be your best bet, as they will thwart your attempts at nerd pulling. After killing the command block, you'll be teleported out of the Wither Storm, where you can watch the grotesque beast fade into nothing. Congratulations, you have defeated the mob. You'll be rewarded with a withered nether star as a trophy. Now to tie up loose ends, I'd like to quickly talk about the Wither Sickness status effect. Every mob and players are capable of contracting this sickness. While players have a higher immunity, they will still suffer side effects. The sickness lowers an entity's max health over time and also damages them slowly. This sickness lasts forever until the Witherstorm is defeated or a golden apple stew is consumed. Be quick because everything with this effect will eventually wither away. The golden stew can cure this disease. Use it on yourself or on any mob to begin the curing process. During this process, you won't take any more damage, but you will still have the effect. Wait a while and you'll be fully healed. There are a few extra things to know about the command block toolset. This set has the same crafting process as netherite, and these tools don't have durability. Here they are with their stats. Pause to check them out. The mod also has several new blocks which can be found and obtained within the Witherstorm Bowels. If you've been looking for purplish, tainted blocks for building, well, these are for you. Now that you've seen everything, what do you guys think of Cracker's Witherstorm mod? Please do tell me in the comments below. Thank you for watching, drop a like on the video, and make sure to subscribe for more mod related content like this in the future. And as always, Kermlets, stay snazzy.